Hello,
Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today we are giving you an unboxing of Tyrants of the Underdark, the board game.
Yeah, this is going to be a game that a lot of people are familiar with. There's actually another version of it that exists with a lot of miniatures available.
Miniatures?
This is not that. This is the brand new version, the brand new release of Tyrants of the Underdark, the board game by Gale Force 9 in collaboration with Dungeons and Dragons. This is going to be the, I think, more accessible standee version of the game.
Okay.
Priced a little bit more affordable in a small, compact package, ready for people like me who have not had the chance to explore the, well, historic game, to be able to get it to the table. So we thought we'd unbox it, show it off, walk through the components. I know people are going to be interested in production quality and everything they're going to be getting inside, and we're going to be prepared to get this to the table sometime soon.
Yeah. I was looking up some stuff about it, and I'm actually really interested in it.
You did the research for this one.
I did do the research.
And I'm just checking what my Jones soda bottle says. You will make a profitable investment.
Let me see that.
Sadly, what Jones soda doesn't realize is I don't invest in things.
Is that actually what it says? Fascinating.
It does. I was going to use that to open the box.
Oh, was that...
That was the whole strategy of this.
Okay.
I don't have a knife. People have taken my knife away from me. But, almost. Yeah,
Some people cringing as you damage your box.
Not damaging it, just trying to cut. You see, if I open up a piece of this part here, I should be able to get a blade-like item. Yep, and then I just slide that into here. Oh, I did it! Nice. Awesome. So, Tyrants of the Underdark. Take your place as a leader of the Drow house and fight for control of the Underdark. Build your deck throughout the game and recruit Drow, dragons, cultists, and demon minions, and use them to assassinate enemy troops or infiltrate and control your opponent's strongholds. Choose your strategy carefully, though, for only one house can rule the Underdark. I heard a very important term there that I happen to like a lot.
Demons?
Deck building.
Oh, dragons is what you meant.
That's what I was talking about. D's. So you've done research on this game. What have you discovered so far in Tyrants of the Underdark?
The main mechanics involved is territory control and deck building, which are two of my favorites.
It's true.
The win condition is obviously to have the most points. You get the most points by being the last standing faction.
Okay.
There's actually something interesting about the way you keep track of points in this one. There's no score tracker. It's all mentally and hidden until the very end. So you gotta have to keep track of where you're doing and what everyone else is doing.
Okay.
So I found that a little cool.
So you're telling people like, oh, I'm totally winning at the moment.
Yeah. You can predict basically like half of the points that other people will score, but then a lot is in their deck, which unless you were keeping super track of each person's deck and how they built it, then you don't really have that.
So this is the main player board here. What's going on here? Are these going to be the regions that we're controlling kind of across the Underdark?
Yep, these are all different cities that you can start in. There's going to be some beings that have already taken up hosts down here that we're going to have to eliminate, and then you have to eliminate everyone else.
And then we have... These are going to be all our factions, right?
Yes.
So these are going to be the token-based, like...
So 1 house, 2 house, 3 house, and 4 house. These are the 4 houses, and then there's neutral.
And I don't know if these were all miniatures in the original game.
I didn't see
they're tokens
I didn't
now?
see much about the miniatures. That was actually a surprise to me.
I thought there was miniatures at least. I'm pretty certain. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just misremembering everything. Over here, we're going to have this board here. This is going to be the marketplace where we're drafting from.
Yep.
Can you explain what's going on with the houses and kind of the cards that we're gathering? Well, then great. So we'll continue moving forward. There's going to be a market deck here. Market cards are going to be cycling out. And then I assume these are going to be standard cards that you're always able to purchase. Devour cards, victory point tokens, insane outcasts, priests, and house guards. Those are probably going to be your standard, like a deck building game usually has some things.
The artwork
available.
Is really nice.
It is nice. Faction boards.
Yes.
We have our 4 different factions with a little bit
Typical
of a player reference in the
deck
center.
And discard.
Faction boards and components and everything so far are really nice. Our score sheet.
Which is what you do at the very end. That's why there's no score track.
And here are the piles
of
and piles of cards and decks. So from what you've seen, What is standing out to you about this game? What are some of the notable elements so far?
Even though it has a very dark theme, it's not super dark, the components. There's a lot of white aspects that are bringing it out and lifting it up from the darkness. So I actually like that.
In terms of the gameplay, you said that you were excited. What have you figured out that you're looking forward to?
The territory control, kind of kicking everybody else out. Throughout your deck, you're going to be recruiting all these minions, and they all specialize in a different type of, in like a different character trait. And there's 5 different character traits. Some are going to be better assassins. Some are going to be better at getting you money, prestige. So I kind of was interested in seeing the different specialties, what they can all do.
I really, really am liking the kind of artwork, graphic design here. It's got that RPG, D&D kind of aesthetic. I don't know if this is all custom or if it's sourced from the Dungeons & Dragons world, but it looks like it's made for this game specifically. It's really, really lovely. So each faction, I assume, is going to have their own base deck, and then we're going to be just upgrading and building, right? From
Yeah, you have your standard deck, and then you build from the marketplace.
Okay. What were you saying?
I was saying that this game was done by the person who did Lords of Waterdeep.
Oh,
Have
cool.
you heard about Lords of Waterdeep?
Yep.
I don't know what it is, but I figured you can
It's another one
talk to that.
I haven't had the chance to play either, but I've heard of it. I mean, it's going to be another Dungeons & Dragons kind of in-tuned one. So, let's see here.
Any flavor texts?
I'm looking. That's what I'm looking for. Da, 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 da. I don't know if there is any flavor text. There's the overview that I've already read, the sequence of play, interacting with the game map, deploying troops, actions, promoting a card, recruiting a card, drawing a card, supplementing a troop, returning a troop or spy, and ending the game. But no piles of flavor text for me to read or explore.
You do the game overview.
We already did that. That was on the back of the box.
Fine.
Well, first critique, more flavor text is demanded.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm liking the pictures, the artwork. I liked what I was looking up online. They say specifically this is not a cooperative game.
Okay.
You have to be sneaky and malicious because you are going down into the Underdark and scouring the streets.
I am really, really liking just the aesthetic of all of this.
Dragons!
Yeah. Piles and piles of dragons.
Show them the dragons.
I've been showing them the dragons.
Oh, wow.
Piles and piles of dragons. Here we have
Blue
Spectre
dragon?
minions.
Oh, blue wormling. What else? There's so many pretty... Ooh. Cleric of Laugzed.
So here we have the spectators. Gulith, the Mindworms, a Beholder, Death Tyrant, the Cranium Rats. That's amazing.
So these are...
Grimlock.
You can see some of these are humans, some of these are beasts, some of these are undead.
Oh, look at the adorable Nothlick.
An aberration.
When you start playing D&D, if you begin the beginner's guide, that's one of the very first characters that you come across.
Yeah.
We have the Ambassador, Intellect Devourer.
This looks like the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean. The one who had that face.
All right, and who else? What are the last little factions we have here? Ooh, Undeads. Yeah, I mean, theme, aesthetic, it looks really, really lovely. The 2 mechanics that it's playing with, area control and deck building, are right up kind of my line of games that I like. And I know a lot of people really have loved this one for many years. It's just I haven't had the chance to play or explore it yet. So I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited to dive into this and check it out. We have White. We have Carrion Crawlers, Classic Flesh Golem. We have a Skeleton Horde. An Ogre Zombie, which looks amazing. Ravenous Zombies. We have Wraiths, Ghosts, Conjurers, a Banshee, a Vampire Spawn. We have Cultists, Necromancers, High Priests, Vampires. I mean, it's all the classic characters that you can go head-to-head against in RPG.
I can tell you one more thing it's missing.
What?
A duck.
It is missing a duck. It is, yeah, that's usually standard. There usually is a lack of ducks in games like this.
Cultists, Fire Elemental, Myrmidon, Vanifer, Imix, Crushing Wave Cultist, Water Elemental. Oh, so these are the different, I forget what they're called. Water, fire, earth, air elements. Myrmidon, Gar. Oli Hydra. Air Elemental. The elementals are cool. Howling Hatred. I like to play with words as well.
Black Earth Cultist. Earth Elemental.
Earth Elemental. The Myrmidon. Marlos Urnrail?
So.
Medusa. Huh. It's a Medusa.
This game looks, in my opinion, absolutely lovely. I'm excited to play it. I really am. Needs more flavor text. I will critique it on that. Other than that, it seems pretty straightforward, if I'm going to be honest. I'm not scared to get it to the table. It seems like a lot of elements that I should be familiar with, and if there's enough demand to have it coming back as a reprint, my expectations are pretty high on liking this one. Maybe we bring this one this weekend to give it a play.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll see. Thank you for watching. Whatever the case, whatever you do, remember to do the important thing.
Get out and play some games.
Don't touch the mind worms.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks.